G'day everyone, it's Andrew Whitehouse here, and this week we're talking about sleep and babies. Now, of course, sleep is super important, particularly for babies whose brains are growing so quickly during those first years of life. What we also really don't know enough about is how the sleep problems that we often observe in kids who go on to get a diagnosis of autism may contribute to differences in brain development. Now, the study we've linked to this week was a really interesting study of about 400 babies that were followed from 6 to 24 months of age. Many of these babies were actually at an increased likelihood of receiving a diagnosis of autism because they had a sibling who had a diagnosis of autism. Now, there are a couple of findings that are really worth highlighting here. Firstly, at 6 to 12 months of age, the babies who went on to get a diagnosis of autism, they had increased levels of sleep onset problems compared to all the other children. The next finding was that at 6 to 12 months of age, that sleep onset problems for those children who went on to get a diagnosis of autism actually related to changes in brain volume in a particular area called the hippocampus. Now, these are interesting findings for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I just want to highlight that this does not mean in any way that sleep problems early in life are a cause of autism in children. Not in any way. What this does indicate is that for children who have an increased likelihood of receiving a diagnosis of autism, sleep problems might actually contribute to differences in brain development. It's a really interesting area, and it's really important that we actually follow this one up. So we'll be sure to check back in this and report it back to you.